Hello, hello, hello. Welcome and thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. So today we are going over August predictions, things to expect in the month of August. There will be a kind of a love focus in this reading. However, we will be going over all aspects or anything that comes up. There might be a lot of different angles depending on the cards. We'll see what comes up. But just kind of wanted to give you guys that overview. And yeah, I'm super excited. So let's jump into this. We have 3 piles for you guys today. Pile 1, I have this card. It's the number 7. It says Bee Spirit. And we have this paired with this rainbow moonstone heart. There's some, I feel the need to point, there's either some, I guess some little buttons on this bee. I don't know, I'm being guided to point that out. Might be important to somebody. Pile 2, we have the card number 26, Flamingo Spirit. And I have this paired with our Eye of Shiva heart, which is a fossilized shell in the shape of a heart. Pile 2. And pile 3, this is number 11. It says Butterfly Spirit. And I have this paired with this orange calcite, lovingly known as the orange creamsicle heart here on the channel. So that is pile 3. So best way to do this is to take a deep breath, close your eyes, kind of tap in with your intuition, ask yourself what messages do I need to hear, or what pile is for me. Open your eyes and go with that. If you're really feeling torn, you can watch more than one pile. Maybe you have a really crazy awesome month going on, totally fine. Always remember these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. What else? We're going to be doing a lot of different cards. We're doing charms, all kinds of stuff in this reading, so I'm super excited. I hope you guys enjoy it. The timestamps will be in the description box below, the pinned comment, or the chapters underneath this video. Just click on your pile and it'll take you right to your spot in the reading. So I'll leave these up for a moment. If you need more time, feel free to pause the screen, and then I will see you at your pile. Bye guys. Storm is rolling in. Yay. Okay. Hello, pile 1. You guys picked this Bee Spirit. It says sweet results await, and the rainbow moonstone heart here. And we are going over your August predictions, what's going to go on in August. So I'm going to pull a lot of different oracle cards. We'll be pulling tarot cards. We're going to do charms. We're going to do all kinds of stuff. We'll see where August takes you. So with this, you know, something sweet is coming in, definitely with you being drawn to this card. Again, the number 7 may be important, so the 7th day in August, so August 7th actually is my mom's birthday, but happy birthday, Mom. So there could be a connection there. With this bee, I think of community, I think of working together, I think of creating things, but possibly in a collaborative effort. So there could be something about August that you're collaborating with someone else, building something together, also possibly for community. We do have some buttons, it looks like, on this. First I thought it was dice, but I think it's buttons. Not quite sure exactly why the buttons are there, but I feel like there's something for some. So there could be sewing, there could be buttoning some things up, finalizing some things coming in for August. So that's where we're starting. All right, I'm just gonna pull a couple different oracle cards just to get us started, and then we'll jump into this. August pile 1. Oops. August pile 1. And August pile 1. We'll start with these couple ones. All right, let's see. So we have the Vengeance, overcoming slights and a choice. Okay, guys. So there could be a need to overcome something that has happened to you recently. We do have this kind of red ribbon here, 2 hands and an anchor. So there could be something that has tied you down in the past, and you may be overcoming this. With the a choice being on here, there's going to be some sort of choice to be made. Either like it kind of feels like stay or go, allow something like to sync with something, or to untie it and rise above it. Vengeance, you know, I think of, you know, getting vengeance or something like that. There could be a need to, by the way, we have a storm rolling in. So we may hear a lot of thunder or crashing. I don't know how loud it's going to get. Sometimes it's crazy here in Florida, sometimes it's not. So, but it's rolling in. Anyway, so maybe there's a storm coming through for you guys in August. But think about storms, they clear things, you know, they bring things out. Something like that, washing things away that are no longer needed. But there kind of feels like there's a message here about, it may be, you may need to, like if you feel the need to get vengeance about something or revenge or something that in this energy is kind of like not feeling good to you, it might be holding you back or drowning you down. And think about this anchor pulling someone down. So there could be a choice here to let something go, rise above it, or sink with it. But it kind of feels like that's kind of up to you. All right, next we have the Advocate. That's interesting. Because we like, so there could be a need to advocate for something. This feels like advocating for yourself. Also, if there's any sense of something that's been dragging you down, or something else that someone has done that's kind of like pulled you down or kind of anchored you in a way that you don't like. Again, this doesn't necessarily feel like the best energy that's coming through. There may be a need to advocate for yourself, to really stand up for yourself, to speak, to make that choice, to stand up, to tell someone your truth. It doesn't have to be a horrible thing, you know, but speaking honestly for what you need. Others of you, this could be about advocating for somebody else, really honoring someone else's wishes, and really standing up for someone who doesn't have a voice here. Okay, let's see. What do you guys have next? Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. So if something goes amiss this week, or something, sorry, this month, I'm so used to doing week ahead readings. Something goes amiss this month. This is the number 16, so that could be relevant. Maybe mid-month. There's a message here to trust in divine detours. So there may be something better that is meant for you, or, you know, you might not be able to see it, but the universe is kind of stepping in and kind of moving things. It's kind of like that rejection is God's redirection kind of vibe, you know, going on with this. So if something again happens mid-month, just keep in mind that maybe that there's something better for me, or I'm being saved from something that I don't even know about. So it does feel like there is a little bit of divine intervention coming in mid-month that could be shifting some stuff for you, but to trust that it's happening for your highest good and your greatest good. All right, we have focus on success and nurture yourself first. So this goes back to kind of this like making a choice to do the things that are best for you and focusing on what is successful and where you're trying to bring your life. This also, what am I trying to say? This also could relate to your loving connections. So yeah, whatever this is that happens, if say you spoke your truth and it causes some sort of detour, just know that that is really working out in your favor. But back to this, you know, nurturing yourself, putting yourself first, and focusing on the success of where you want to go. Like, what is it I want to do? What do I want to bring into my life? Who do I want to manifest in my life? What situations? What do I want to, like, if we're looking at a relationship, what do I see as success in this connection, and what can I do to get there? Those kinds of things. You know, we're really not control of much in our lives, but we're in control of how we allow things to affect us and how we show up and how we speak up for ourselves. So there may be a need to adjust some things to get to where you want to go. This feels like for somebody it's a fight, possibly with a loved one or something like that, and maybe you guys have been caught up in this like kind of back and forth. There's a message here about what is the outcome you actually want, and is there some adjustments that can be made in behaviors or responses or reactions that can get you closer to where you want to be. There may be a need to speak up for yourself instead of letting something like, you know, silently drag you down and overcoming that. All right, let's see. Get a couple more cards. Pile 1, August. Pile 1, August. Pile 1, August. All right, let's see. What's our next cards? We have a twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. So if you find yourself in that type of connection, that could be highlighted this month. Or just if you don't love labels, I don't love them. My guides say we kind of have them askewed a little bit. However, this type of intense connection has a lot to do with, you know, catalyzing and triggering each other for growth. That could be what some of this is for some of you. Really looking at our own triggers, looking at things that this other person brings up in us, if you do have that type of connection, and where you can heal and where you can grow, because we're always trying to, as a soul, you know, advance and accelerate our soul growth. And those types of dynamics are meant to, it's like throwing fire on a soul growth, you know, like you're meant to activate each other to expand and grow and excel here in this life. And sometimes it takes stepping back and seeing that bigger picture and where you can grow and where you can heal. But others of you just could be this person, could be coming up in reference, something like that, or someone that you just have this intense connection with. Now we do have the burden of tears. This was in the reverse, so there could be a releasing of tears or no more tears. This is the number 21. Yeah, it just feels like there's like a releasing or a cleansing. Now I know this says burden of tears, but it's kind of like it's your choice on how you view to see something this month with a connection. It doesn't have to be related to this, but there's a lot going on this month with about like switching how you're viewing something or how you're showing up for something, and recognizing like you have an immense amount of power in your life. And even when we don't feel like it, you know, sometimes we feel like some things are so out of our hands, and some things are, but again, it feels like this is the month where you're like switching and stepping into your power and realizing, like advocating for yourself, like, wait, no, I don't have to put up with this. I do have control. I'm not a tree. I'm not stuck here. I can move. I can get away from, you know, the things that I don't want, and really step into our power. This has gotten really serious. I wasn't expecting this. And then we have learning. So there is some learning going on. There's some reflection going on in your month. And as I said that, I feel like someone's like, really, still? So yes, you know, we are always growing. We're always growing. We're always shaping ourselves. Now, I am noticing that this little one is looking at this ladybug here, growing on this wheat. So there's a lot of growth coming. There's a lot of learning coming, but with the ladybug being here with a focus, that's about luck. That's about serendipity kind of vibes. So there is something lucky coming. I'm reminded, like my guides are reminding me, like, please bring them back to this opening card, that with all of this, there might be some, you know, again, interesting stuff going on this month, but ultimately sweet results remain or await you. So there are things coming. It does feel a little bit, even though I said the 7th, there could be like the 7th. I wish I would have looked up when our full moons and new moons and all that stuff. I should have done that, but there could be, because we do have a full moon here. I know we just had a full moon, so I don't know when the next one. So I'd say, when was that? Maybe like, do I have my phone? I'm looking it up real quick. Sorry guys, I can't. Un momento. August, full moon 2024. All right, we have a full moon on the 19th. Okay. And that's kind of like, you know, closer to mid-month. We have the sturgeon moon. All right. So then our new moon, but our new moon, it's the 7th. Okay. Or right around the 7th. All right. So new moons are, you know, kind of where we kind of set our intentions for what we're trying to change and grow and learn. And then the full moon is when we release anything that's not serving us. So I'll bring that back up, which is funny. We have 7 and we have 21 here. Interesting. So this burden of tears does feel like a releasing, and it's interesting that oh, and we have the moon phases here as well. Anyways, it's all coming together, but there could be like a release. So don't be surprised if you do have an emotional day around the full moon, but really, really set with intentions and let all those emotions that may have been anchoring you down, that have been holding you back. You know, sometimes in order to fly, we have to let go of everything that's weighing us down, right? So there could be a need for a release here. All right, but yeah, you're going to be learning, but it's coming in a very lucky way. All right, let's see. Let's get some more cards. Let's see what's going on in August. What's going on in August, pile 1. August, pile 1. August, pile 1. And August, pile 1. Let's see what we have next. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So there are romantic feelings going on, you know, feeling that and it says your feelings are real and worth exploring. So there's something that you need to explore, something you need to speak up about, something you need to be curious about. And we do have, you know, these two people kind of embraced here, and everybody kind of looking. So it feels like somebody could be having a lot of PDA. I know I'm switching out of this kind of very intense message, but I want you to know, like, this isn't all heavy this month. It just feels like these are things that are really pushing you towards everything that you're meant to have and meant to be. So, all right, our next two cards, we have Proposition and Secure Love Nest. So this is nice, especially after all this intense kind of energy coming in. There is, you know, romantically, it feels like there's a lot of romantic feelings. Someone's going to be making some sort of offer, proposition. Maybe someone's getting engaged this month. It could be coming up. And we have Secure Love Nest. So this is like a secure, loving connection. If you've been like working on your attachment styles, this would be like something that feels very secure, very honored, very loving, but very honest. You know, we have these two little birds and they're beak to beak. It feels like the communication here is great. It's good. And same with these guys, they're like kissing, but it feels like there's like this understanding between like words and between two people. And I really feel like that's a lot of you guys like really stepping into your power and really honoring what you need and what you want. I know sometimes we get scared to step up and speak up because we're like, oh, what if they leave, or what if they don't like it? You know what? Let them, you know, that might be your detour. Like, you really deserve, you know, someone that can hear you out, that that wants to hear what you have to say and wants to step up and be who you need them to be. And that's where this kind of energy is coming in. It's also, I mean, I know it looks like a proposal. This could be like someone asking for a date, someone asking to move up to the next phase, you know, making some sort of proposition around love. Someone offering to give you their heart. We do have this heart here. And it would feel very secure and love nest and feel honored, like, and safe. We also have do something for someone, give your attention to another. So there is a need to honor others this month, to give of yourself. If you find yourself, you know, being stuck, sometimes we get stuck in energy or not knowing what to do. And sometimes, you know, getting out of our own heads and doing something for someone else can actually like break through and bring abundance in your life. I'm a firm believer of the more you give, the more you get. Like a good karma kind of vibes, right? So, but you're being guided to do something nice and give your attention. This doesn't have to be like money. This could be a friend that needs your attention, that needs your support, or a family member. I feel like someone's family member really needs like to reach out to and just do something nice and giving them your attention. I also feel called to say, oh my gosh, I have this like little gnat. It's crawling on my hand. Anyways, I feel called to say that someone may be like going and working at, it's like I'm seeing someone work at like a nursing home, like for, I'm seeing elderly people. So someone going and connecting and kind of sharing your story or just giving you their attention to a bunch of lonely people. And it may like revitalize you. And if you've been feeling down yourself, like kind of going and connecting with other people that may have been lonely, and then watching like just how much they lighten up just by getting to spend time with you. I feel like you need to be reminded of how amazing you are. And sometimes it takes a total stranger, you know, to see it and appreciate you, for you to feel good about yourself. So I feel like that message is very specific, but it is for someone. We have rejected. So again, if there is, and this is a general reading, some of you could be rejecting somebody else or rejecting the things that don't serve you, that aren't like you. But if you do get rejected this month, guys, there is a reminder here that trust in those divine detours. Trust that that person wasn't meant for you. Trust that you're being saved from something possibly that you don't want to get involved in anyways. And then we have thoughts. So this reminds you, so we have this guy, he's kind of thinking, and we have this other person here. So you could be on someone's mind. Someone could be letting you know that you're in their thoughts, that they're thinking about you. This also gives me like very much artist, obviously artist is painting, but muse vibes. Someone could be letting you know that, you know, you really inspired me to do XYZ, those kinds of things. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pull some tarot cards next. So pile 1, August. What is going on in August for pile 1? 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, the Empress, Moon, Magician, 10 of Wands again. So 10 of Wands is very heavy energy, but it's also the end of a heavy cycle. So I really do feel like you guys are like breaking through, but I keep getting reminded that sometimes it's your choice, you know? And we forget sometimes, you know, that we do have choices, especially with the 2 of Pentacles. I think that there is going to be a weighing out here, weighing out of options, weighing out of like, what do I want, what I don't want. Moon can sometimes represent where we're afraid to be seen. Again, I keep going back to like this message around someone really needs to speak up for their truth, speak their truth, and like feel the fear and do it anyways kind of vibe. And you know, you can juggle that all you want, but really stepping into yourself is what's going to make you feel empowered. We have this 10 of Wands, which is again is that end of this heavy kind of burdensome responsibility, and where you're stepping into feeling more magical, feeling more empowered with this magician energy. Now the Empress being here, someone could be getting married, or I'm gonna say married, someone could be creating something new, someone could be pregnant, something like that. But there does feel like there's a heavy responsibility here with that, with the 10 of Wands. Maybe some of you guys have been trying. This is when it finally happens, because again, the 10 of Wands, again, as heavy as that energy is, it's the end of that cycle. Somebody could be getting pregnant here this month, and it feels like a good thing. Again, it's maybe something you've waited for a long time. Okay, pull a couple more tarot cards. Should kind of go in with this. Pile 1, August. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles, the Tower, and the 9 of Cups. All right, guys, I have this message. I know I'm beating the dead horse, or your guides are. I'm going to start right at this Tower. Okay, the Tower typically very kind of not the best energy. Anyone knows tarot, I'm sure this card came out and you're like, oh gosh, what's falling apart? But I want to point out, and this came up in the Magician, is we don't have the traditional tarot where you see people like burning building, they have to jump out of it, you know. This is someone that is like tearing things down, is like really like feeling empowered here. So So this really feels like you guys stepping into your power and really breaking down all the things that no longer serve you, and being reminded that you are in power of here. Like, things crashing around you don't have to affect you. Like, you're the one who's in charge of what falls apart here. I mean, I guess that's a good thing and a bad thing, right? So some of you may be taking responsibility for your part in something as well, because 10 of Wands can be your responsibility. But this really, for most of you guys, again, is another message around empowerment. And she's standing outside of this. She's not falling out of this tower. So just because something crumbled doesn't mean it has to crumble you. Okay, and we had the 10 of Pentacles, we had the Tower, and then we have the 9 of Cups. So 10 of Pentacles, you know, it's that very fulfilled, long, abundant, matured life that we all want. You know, and some things may have fallen apart, but again, I feel really, really compelled to remind you guys, like, I don't know if there's a lot of fear-based thinking in this pile, no judgment there, just like, I really feel like someone needs to hear that you have more power than you're realizing. And if you feel like someone has power over you, try to ask yourself, where am I giving that away? You know, I'm a sovereign being, I'm in charge of my life. And yes, I know that things happen outside of our control. Yes, all the time, every day. I get that. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about your reaction and what you allow to affect you and how you allow things to affect you. I want you to realize that you have the power to step out of things and realize that, you know, just because something fell apart doesn't mean you don't have to fall apart. You can stand empowered. And then we have this 9 of Cups, which is the wish fulfilled. This is things coming in. Again, it feels like you may have wanted this one thing, things fell apart. Again, there was this divine detour, and you're going to get everything that you want. So, you know, don't get too hung up on something that doesn't work out this month. I feel like that's also a really big message here, that, you know, to weigh those things out, really look at stuff objectively, and don't let your fears surrounding, you know, if a relationship doesn't work, and we always have those fears creep up of like, I'm going to be alone forever, or I'm never going to meet my person. Don't let those limiting beliefs come in, because you are very empowered. That's you giving away your power to circumstance. Like, no, you deserve the world. You are the leading star of your own life. Really stepping into that power here. And again, if something, even if you really wanted it, and if something does fall apart here, you know, recognize that you are still standing strong. You're still powerful, and you are going to get everything you want. Because again, sweet results await. Like, it's coming in. You know, the birth of this new thing is coming in. It's serious, it's heavy here, but it's going to lead to this wish fulfilled. Okay, let's get some tea leaf cards for a couple more messages, and then I'll do some letters and charms. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. All right, we've had this message a couple times. I'm going to reiterate that. And I don't want to cause fear in anyone's head, but there could be something, especially those many times it's come up, that doesn't work out for you this month. And it could be something that you thought you wanted. But I'm telling you, like, your guides, the universe wants to remind you that good things are coming. And whatever this is, and this may have already happened to you. Maybe you're just in this energy of being stuck. And again, we started off this reading with this thing weighing you down and having a choice to overcome it. Like it doesn't have to break you. Like it's like saying, okay, if not this, then better. Like, ask the universe, okay, if this wasn't meant to be, then I want something better. Show me something better. We have Dragon, be aware of self-delusion, and be aware of how much you are stuck on something working out if it's not. And we have Axe, forces working against you. Goodness. Pile 1. And then Forest is muddled and unclear thinking. Goodness. Sorry for the pause. you know, there's such a mixture of things here, pile one. Hold on a second. When it comes to all this, okay. Sorry, I was asking like what will be the outcome from this, because again, we have 4 cards of pretty heavy energy. Things working against you, you know, being stuck in an illusion. Again, it feels like things were, whatever this is that falls apart. And this might not pertain to all of you guys. You might just be like, I have no idea what she's talking about, and it was for somebody else. But whatever this is, it's meant to come and clear things out. Like they're literally, like I'm seeing the forest, but I'm kind of seeing a forest fire, you know, and I'm talking about like when nature causes a wildfire, not the devastating kind of things, but traditionally like a fire comes through to clear out the old so new can come back through, the underbrush and all that stuff in nature without human involvement, right? There is a purpose to that. And so there does feel like whatever this is, if something is falling apart, being taken out of your life, it's because it's no longer what you need, and you need to move into a more like stable, secure state where you're standing in your authenticity, you know, treating yourself how you want, or, you know, and really only bringing in the things that you want. So if there's lots of aspects of things you didn't want, it's just take that detour or whatever this is as a good thing. I know that's hard, and it might be at the end of the month, you're like, okay, I can see it now. But it really feels like there's something new that wants to come in. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. This is slow moving but dedicated action. And then we have the Lovers here, which can be about soulmates, you know, love, those kinds of things, but also about choices. We've had the choice here a couple times in your reading. And it does feel like there could be some sort of offer coming in after all of this for you. And it's your choice to take it. I feel like somebody is like, it may force you to move. I don't like talking about personal stuff too much in readings, but my guides are like reminding me of some stuff that I went through where quite some time ago now, but where my life just fell apart like completely. And it was really hard, and I made a 4-day decision to completely move because in the back of my head, I knew if I stayed where I was, my life was just a broken record, and it was like the same thing repeating over and over and over again. And if I didn't leave then, I would never leave. And so when I did, I ended up exactly where I was supposed to be, as devastating as that was in that period of my life. And actually, like this time frame, now it's been 14 years ago, was when all this stuff happened. And I mean, like I thought I would like never love again. I'd never, like, I didn't know what I was doing. Everything fell apart. I thought I had this whole plan for my future, and everything fell apart. And I had always thought in the back of my mind of moving, taking that chance and just leaving. And I just did it, you know? And I don't know if any of us out there are like overthinkers where we talk ourselves out of like everything. I felt like if that wouldn't have happened, I wouldn't have finally been pushed to make this decision that's always been in the back of my head to just go. And I wasn't running away. It was just like, I just knew it wasn't, nothing was working, and I needed to just go. And even though that, it wasn't like it just, I got here and it was like, ta-da, you know, it wasn't like that. But in hindsight, I can look back and I'm like, that period of my life that was so devastating, so hard, so cringy now because my memories pop up on Facebook. And that's why I know it's this time period. I was looking, you know, I don't know if anyone else looks at their memories on Facebook, and I was like, oh my God. And I was younger, so I used to put everything on there, you know, or what was going through my head. And it was, I mean, it's sad to know how sad I was, but at the same time, you're like, oh girl, you'll be okay. You know, like it's how I feel when I look back and I'm like, I can't believe I put that on social media. Anyway, you know, anyways, I was in my 20s. I was younger. But anyways, with that said, if that would have never happened, and again, sometimes it takes hindsight to see it all, like that's the point, is like I was settling for a life that didn't serve me. And so it propelled me to I mean, I ended up going through more, another chapter of my life, which since then I'm now in a different chapter. However, like I ended up exactly where I was meant to be. So my point is sometimes, ruin can actually be a gift. And this is a quote from Eat, Pray, Love, but ruin is a gift. Ruin is the road to transformation. And so that's kind of how this, if I'm summing this up, if this relates to either where you've been, what you're going through, or you feel the inklings of this happening, it's this huge message here about trust in divine detours, even if you can't see it. Trust that things are happening for you. And I know that's a triggering phrase for people sometimes, and I get that. But there are better things coming your way, and this won't affect you forever. And you will come out more empowered, but it does feel like there is a choice around that. Okay, so now that we've had this really heavy reading, yay for August, aren't we all excited? Hopefully some of these messages have been helpful. I'm going to pull some charms and some zodiac signs. Let's see, which dice did I want to use? Use these two. Okay, so we have Gemini and the 8th house, which is Scorpio. So Gemini rules the 3rd house, which is about our voice, it's communication. The 8th house is death and rebirth, which a lot of this is kind of shown true. There's some sort of cycle that you're going through this month, but it's really, though some of you, I feel like you're already there. So it feels like this message is something you need to hear as you're going through and you're clearing out the old and you're stepping into the new. But there is some sort of cycle, but you are really, really being guided to stand up and use your voice and speak your truth and honor yourself. And if you are at this precipice of starting something brand new, come in authentically. Don't accept things that you don't deserve. Don't settle for a mediocre life, because you guys are meant to be stars, right? And really stepping into that power, and you might have to work through some fears, but everything you want is on the other side of that fear, and really just going for things and knowing that it will work out even if you can't see it, and it's going to take some blind faith, but trust that it will. If you need to look back on your own life at a period that you went through and be like, no, yeah, I was devastated and I thought I'd never be okay. And you came through it and you learned from it and you grew from it. Maybe you got a little more, got a little funny from the trauma, all of us have those coping mechanisms. However, it shaped and shifted who you were. And if you can take those things and grow from them, you'll be the best version of yourself. Okay. All right, so with that said, or you could just be a Gemini dealing with Scorpio, vice versa, or, just the energy of those signs. All right, let's get some charms, pile one. All right, oh, we got the BS remover. So stuff is getting cleared out. If nothing less, stuff's getting removed from your life that does not need to be there. We have this dragonfly. I forgot that. So we have this little dragonfly, right? Which always reminds me of like divine intervention, our loved ones that have passed away, just spirit. But it was flipped over and I forgot it said this. It said blessed. So there is a reminder that you are blessed. Even if you can't see it, you might not get the whole picture right now, but good things are coming. Sweet results await. I feel like someone's offering you a drink here. This can be water with lemon, if you will, depending on, your what you prefer. But there does feel like there's going to be a moment to cheers something, like to celebrate. We have this little guitar here, so music could be coming up this month. I'm dealing with a musician, something like that. I feel like this is confirmation for somebody. We have the 9 of Cups. So this is another wish fulfilled. Again, the universe is saying, I know it's been hard. I'm sorry. things had to happen because it really wasn't where you were meant to be. You were meant for so much more than this. And whatever this dream that you've had that's been on your heart that maybe you put on the back burner for everybody else, it's time for you to go for that because it wants to come true. And then we also have this little cat with love, so there could be some sort of new loving connection. For some of you, this all may be like a work thing or something like that fell through. It might not be like a romantic connection that's going awry. It's just something is, or something that you thought you wanted, but something better is out there for you. And we have the stag here, a deer. This can sometimes represent like divine masculine energy. We have this little jack-o'-lantern. So something around Halloween or October is highlighted for you, either coming back up or, you know, like giving you a chance to look forward to the end of October, which I think is our eclipse season. For some of you guys, I think you guys are going through it early. But then love, you know, love is coming up here as well. So we have this cat loving eyes. We have a lot of this wish fulfilled. Even with this heavy message that came through, you know, I feel like every like there's so much magic just on the other side of this little hump, and maybe it'll switch after this full moon. I do feel like this feels big but shifting. So I'm super curious for a lot of you guys, but all right, so there are those. But love is, and again, new love could be coming in. I don't know, I feel like there's an extra message about the jack-o'-lantern, but I feel like that might be a key for somebody. I'm being guided to highlight that little jack-o'-lantern charm. But yeah, love is coming in, and you know, we have this cat. This also could be a secret admirer for somebody as well. All right, let's dig in deep and get some, see if we can get some letters, some charms, spell some words. Pile 1. All right, oh, we have FOX, we have Fox, we have Foxy. We have, all right, so FOXY, Z, Q, J, H, and R. Junior, JR here. We have Foxy, Roxy. I don't know, Roy, Joy, J-O-Y, yay, Joyce, happiness coming in. Can tell somebody to go kick some rocks. For you. I feel like the FY, something is for you. And know that everything that's for you is coming your way. If things are falling out of your life, just let them go. You know, they were meant for you. You were meant for bigger things. Because if something was bringing you BS here, we have this bullshit remover. All that stuff is being removed from your life. So sometimes we hold on to old things or hold on to things that we spend a lot of time with, but the universe is like, nope, nope, nope. You were meant for, this isn't your wish fulfilled. It's something better, and allow it to go. All right, pile 1. Thank you for being here. I know this was, didn't know where this was going. So I hope that you still have a really great month. I hope that the advice that came through, that you do take it to heart. And I am sending you guys lots of love. And transformation can be a very beautiful thing. I promise. All right. Thanks for listening to my personal message or experience. I don't really like to share those, but I was guided to do that. So hopefully whoever needed to hear that, things will be okay. Things will be okay. All right. Sending you lots of love. Bye. Hello, hello, my lovely friends for pile 2. We are going over August predictions, what you can expect in August, things to keep in mind. So we'll be doing a lot of different oracle cards. We'll do tarot cards as well as letters and charms. So you guys picked this lovely Eye of Shiva, fossilized shell, and then this card, Flamingo Spirit, embrace the in-between. We have the number 26, so you could note August 26th could be important for some reason. embracing the in-between. So it does feel transitional. This month may be a transition for you. Learning to like honor where you at, or where you're at, sorry, versus, you know, the quote, I'll be happy when. This kind of feels like there's a message around like, you know, being aware of all the good things that surround you now and embracing that the transition, the journey, enjoying each step of the way kind of vibe. All right, let's see. We'll pull a couple oracle cards at a time, go over them. So pile 2, August. Pile 2, August. Pile 2, August. Pile 2, August. And pile 2, August. Okay. We start off, we have the storyteller. So I feel like some of you, I'm getting a couple messages around here. For love, someone could be meeting someone that like tells a lot of stories, as in like is really good at telling a good story. You could be finding out a backstory about something. This feels like information coming in. You could be learning a lot about someone, you know, finding things out this month. Like the image that they're showing me, and maybe someone will actually do this, like camping, like I'm seeing like outside at night and a group of people around a campfire and someone's telling like some extravagant story. And I have no idea why I'm seeing that, but it feels like fun and playful. Next we have Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. So there is, this is card number 1. So the first of the month. We also have the 31st, 30 days has September, April, June. Yeah, August is 31, right? Right? Oh my gosh. Now I'm like second guessing myself. Yeah, okay. August does have 31 days. All right. So the first and the last of the month could be highlighted. And again, we have the 26th. But Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. So there could be someone coming in to build something. You could have a chance to grow and build with someone else. Also, this could be like, it feels like for some of you, like soul family kind of coming in, helping you like with the missing pieces. We have these ants with this puzzle piece, so it feels like getting the missing piece of something. Again, general reading, so take it for how it resonates or leave it if it doesn't. But it feels like you're going to be getting like the missing pieces to something so you can take the next steps to where you're trying to go. We have a trust in the divine plan. So there is a need for trust, even if you can't see how something's going to work out. Trust that things are working out. So there might be a need to like take a breath and let things happen as they need to, without trying to interfere too much. Again, this kind of feels like where you're embracing this in-between, you know, and this all could be part of your story. You might not understand till the end, but like I feel like someone needs to release some control a little bit in how something works out and just kind of go with the flow and trust that it is working out for your highest good. We have the Witch, experimentation and rebellion. So this is water sign energy. So it could be a water sign connection here. Right? Yeah, on this card. Okay. Experimentation. So you might be trying to experiment with some new things this month, trying new things out. We also have the rebellion. So there could be some of you guys having a little bit of a rebellious energy around something, like doing things your own way, trying to figure out your own path through. If something really isn't feeling like it's working for you, there may be a need to like pivot and try some other things out. Even if something goes against the grain of what someone else thinks you should do, this is kind of like if you feel compelled to do something, maybe try it out. Like it's like being in the in-between. Like also there's some space and time to kind of figure things out, play things out. Say, okay, well, you know, let me adjust this, because I feel like a lot of times when we're in a pause, there's like a purpose within the pause. Sometimes it's because we're missing the last little piece that we need in order to move forward. But there might be a chance, you know, where you're given some time to kind of explore some different options as well. All right, let's see. What's our next little set of cards here? Pile 2, August. Pile 2, August. Pile 2, August. And 2. Ooh, okay. You guys are getting that one. We'll start with this one. You guys have the flying cards out. So desire, or delight and desire. So we have this beautiful cake, kind of looks like a wedding cake. Maybe that's relevant for some of you, or even going to a wedding. But delight and desire, this is kind of like enjoying things, the sweetness of life, like taking a moment to stop and appreciate all that stuff this month, or a chance to like, you know, delight and enjoy the things. Again, I feel like whatever this in between, there's a purpose. So this month feels like, let's try things out. Let's figure out what we want to do. Maybe like rewrite our story a little bit with the storyteller. It's like there's also a message here around like you're in charge a little bit. I mean, there is a divine plan, but like the creativeness, the flow of the day to day, like you can rewrite some stuff here, but trying different things out. If you don't know what you want, maybe this is the time to investigate things. But doing things that, you know, feel good to you. Education. So education is highlighted. The number 12 is here. Learning something new. Possibly some of you guys could be going back to school. That's actually when my kids start school, August 12th. But yeah, learning something, allowing yourself the time to learn that, using that in between time to like further your knowledge around something. I know this is kind of a love reading, but the last pile went off in its own direction, so I don't know what we're doing anymore. However, there could be also about learning something. This could be someone telling you their story, like getting to know something, getting the missing pieces about someone that you've known, and kind of getting to know the in-between of them. You know, like if you have recently started dating someone or a newer relationship, it feels like someone's going to be finding out a lot of like internal pieces to something, finding out what they like, what they desire, those kinds of things. And we have barriers. So the number 13. So we have 12, 13 here. So this card, like, you know, we have this girl, she's on this dragon. It looks like she's going to be flying off. So there might be a need to rise above barriers. Things that you thought were obstacles, you can rise above it. I also feel the need to, I know this doesn't say boundaries, but I also feel the need to remind someone to make sure you have healthy boundaries in place. And there is a difference between healthy boundaries and unhealthy boundaries. Like boundaries are there for people to know our standards. You know, they don't have to be a brick wall. They should be like a picket fence. Now, if someone crosses those, then, you know, cut them off if you need. But when we have like a boundary that's like a brick wall, like a fortress, because it's coming from a fear-based place, that's not a healthy boundary. So just be mindful of those. Next, you guys have fate. This is a destined partnership. So some of you guys can be calling in a new destined partnership, or the partnership you're in is destined, you're fated, you're meant to know each other. There's a reason that you guys are in each other's life. You know, and that can look all kinds of ways. And fortunately and unfortunately, I'm a firm believer, you can take this as you want, because it can go both ways. I'm a firm believer that meant to be doesn't always equate to forever, but it doesn't make it not fated if something doesn't work out. You know, like someone's role in our life could have just meant to be pivotal for a short period, and some people are meant to be there forever, but when we hang on to those short period people, sometimes it's where we cause ourselves pain. So there may be a need to take an objective look for someone, since I was guided to bring that up. But overall, there is some sort of fated connection coming in, or you're dealing with this month as well. All right, let's see. Let's get some more cards. Pile 2, August. Pile 2, August. Pile 2, August. And pile 2, August. All right, let's see what we have. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart and get to give and receive the highest energy of all. So you're getting a message that there's something fated, that it's safe for you to open your heart. It's safe for you to love, safe for you to lower that brick wall, put up a picket fence. I'm not saying not have any boundaries or standards. They're important, but, and for whoever that message is for, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. And hopefully, some of us, if you can look objectively, we're like, okay, Are my boundaries healthy boundaries to let people know where I stand, all the things, or is it a brick wall and I'm just hiding away from things, and then that's not necessarily healthy? Okay, now that I've beat that dead horse, right? There is a big message here for you guys, pile 2, that it's safe for you to love. It's okay. It's okay to open up your heart. I know that it's scary, you know, to fully experience love. We have to open our heart with that understanding that, and there's fear around this, but you know, you only can experience love to the level that you're willing to experience the opposite. So that is a very scary thing, but it also can be very rewarding to love in that way. So, but this is a message that it's safe and it's okay to do that for you. But we have marriage. So somebody could be getting married. Some of you guys could be dealing with a new commitment, something like that. We have the number 3 here. Some of you guys may already be married and there's just some stuff in your marriage. Maybe you guys are, you know, going through and like rebuilding something. You could be meeting the person that he could be fated to meet the person you're meant to marry. Wow, that's really, really fun. All right. Ooh, we have looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info. So we have education, storyteller. There's this vibe around like gaining information, wanting to know, experimenting, seeing how things work. So, but this is looking you up. So this is someone getting information on you, studying you, getting to know you, wanting to know. So I feel like some of you are going to be running into someone that you were destined to meet, and this person wants to collaborate and grow the way that you want to grow. They want to know about you. They want for you to bring your walls down. They could potentially also believe in the same traditional beliefs, or well, it doesn't have to be traditional, whatever beliefs that you believe, but this is someone that's really invested in you, you know, and wanting to know you. And then we have spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. So this is feeling really good, pile 2. So this is a chance to get together with someone, really talk and listen, and that goes both ways. You know, also getting to know this person, understanding what makes them tick, getting their backstory per se. Very lovely energy. All right, I'm gonna put that there. Let's pull some tarot cards. So pile 2, what's coming up in August for pile 2? Pile 2. Oh, I'm holding my deck upside down. All right. Like, I'm not taking reversals. If only one was reversed, then I take it, but I had the card upside down. So we do have the Devil here. So there could be some obsession going on in a connection, but also a lot of sexual chemistry. This is Capricorn energy as well. We have the 7 of Wands. So the 7 of Wands can be a little bit of a defensive energy, but this girl kind of feels like she is moving forward. She does have her backpack on, so carrying her, maybe taking her baggage with her, but you know, taking those next steps moving forward. Some of you guys could be just really dealing with a Capricorn. We have the Queen of Swords. I feel like some of you guys are also learning about someone's past, even if it was checkered, like getting a lot of truth and information here. And some of you guys may feel the need to be a little defensive if you know, maybe standing your ground about something as well. But just make sure like you are getting a clear, honest truth about something. And this also is about just getting clarity and gaining clarity. Now the Queen of Swords, she can also cut things out really quickly. So if you are bringing this person or wanting to bring in this person, and you have people in your life that maybe are toxic and that you have to like defend yourself constantly against. Sorry, I'm gonna move this. It like keeps hitting the wall. I don't know what's hitting that. Okay, sorry, keep hearing this noise and it's annoying me. But back to what I was saying. Some of you, if you want to pull in this person, if you don't know who I'm talking about and this is what you're wanting, sometimes that involves us cutting out things that don't serve us, that aren't good for us, you know, and leaving a situation and, you know, standing our ground and only taking, you know, in what we know we deserve and not settling and being really clear and cutting things off that don't serve us. So that's kind of a two-sided message coming in. Take it for how it fits. This is a general reading. I feel like someone is going to be having some fun time in between the sheets. Just be mindful of what it is that you want. Okay. We have the Three of Scrolls. So that is the Three of Swords, guys. Thanks. The Ten of Pentacles and the Sun. After heartache, okay, this message feels like after heartache, after toxicity, after, you know, things that you didn't love, maybe some of you guys are walking away or walked away, you know, towards the life that you really want. That Ten of Pentacles is that mature, long-lasting, you know, life, and then getting really clear about what it is that you want and cutting out everything that doesn't, because that's going to bring you the ultimate happiness. The Sun being here, going to give a nod to Leo as well. But it's like, just know that after the rain of your heartache comes the sun, and things are moving in a path towards where you want them to go and where you need to go, but also speaking your true authentic voice and what you need and what you expect in a relationship. Especially if you're moving into a new relationship, you know, don't be afraid to put out what it is you're looking for and what you want, and don't accept things less than, because you'll just get stuck in that old pattern, right? And you're trying to bring in things, and it really does feel very favorable for you to bring in things that you want and are looking for. For those in a committed relationship, there could just be some like purging of some old cycles, you guys really getting back on the same page, maybe going through some old baggage, some things that maybe you haven't discussed, really talking through that. But, you know, being there, just be mindful of being too defensive, and look at your end goal and be willing to put some of those, because she's put her wands down, like she's balancing with one, but she is moving forward. She does have her baggage with her, but, you know, there may be a need to talk that out, and get really clear, and that's ultimately going to have a really good end goal with the Sun here. All right, though the Sun does have a little tear in this one. It's just interesting. The Sun is the happiest cardinal of tarot, so there could be some happy tears for some of you as well. I'm gonna move these up a little bit. A couple more cards. Make sure I have my deck right. Okay. For pile 2 for August, we have the Death. So yeah, very transformative energy, from toxicity, from the pain, transforming. We have Scorpio energy, Emperor, Aries energy here. Really like growing and moving towards what you want to grow and the empire you want to build. We do have a dog and a cat here, so, you know, still having your independence, but also having loyalty here in a connection. And then we have the King of Wands, so still a lot of passion, a lot of growth. And like, you know, we're just kind of talking about like telling someone what exactly you want. Even if you have to give someone like a diagram, you're like this and this and this, you know, but help educate someone on you and what you need and how you need to be loved, you know. And learning that about someone else as well. I think there's a lot of big communication coming up in this group, and like really moving from toxic patterns of maybe you're just like, well, they should just know, into being like, okay, let me give someone my instructions on how I work, you know, and what makes me tick, and, you know, my shortcomings, but being honest about that and where I'm trying to grow, and, you know, growing with somebody. So like the healthiest of relationships aren't always the easiest. They involve a lot of hard conversations. They involve a lot of vulnerability, but also transparency. And when things come up that bother you, or, you know, may have like pushed your buttons, even if someone didn't realize it, instead of keeping your mouth shut and moving through it and end up resenting someone, you're learning to be like, oh, hey, I don't know if you meant to, but this bothered me, or can we talk about this? And this made me feel this way. I didn't know if that was your intention, or did I do something to bother you? I heard you get quiet, and having those open conversations, and not a confrontational way, and like a collaborative way. This month is feeling like really, really healthy communication coming in for you guys. I'm really drawn back into this 3, which 3, like the house number 3, rules communication. Okay, so let's get some tea leaf cards. Sometimes these scare me. There's good and bad stuff in these. Okay. Pile 1 had a group of ouchy ones, so let's see what we get over here. All right, we have someone you know is undependable and insincere. So be mindful of that. Someone that you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be the same person. This is a whole month of energy that we're looking at. So just know that there could be someone that you're dealing with that is undependable and insincere. So just be mindful of that. With the feather being here, I do feel like there is divine protection. So if someone especially this divine plan, if someone exits your life, it might be because they aren't in the vibrational alignment of where you're going. We have candle. You will be shown the way. So okay, there's a guiding going on. You're going to get some sort of hint or spark from the universe to let you know your next steps. We have mice, discord among family and friends, so be mindful. There could be some sort of disruption with a friend or a family, or discord, and someone may be being insincere, you know. Also, if someone's mad, they could be saying stuff off the cuff as well. We can take that. And then hills, so there could be some sort of obstacle to overcome this month, and it could involve friends and family, you know, or kind of an insincere person. I feel like this is also here for someone to be like, oh, I know exactly who that is, you know, but you will be shown the way. So don't let these obstacles get the best of you. Even behind this hill we have, I think that's the sun shining through. I don't think that's another hill the way the rest of the hills look. Like the sun is shining through, and like we have this, you will be shown the way. So regardless of what obstacles come your way, pay attention for like the guidance around you, or ask for a sign if you're not sure which direction to take. You know, ask your guides, you know, which choice is better for my highest good, please show me XYZ, you know, those kinds of things. All right, let's move on to some letters and charms for you guys. All right, let's see. Pile 2. So we have Libra and the 6th house, which is Virgo. So Libra energy is kind of indecisive, but it's the scales. It's balancing things out. It's looking for things from both directions, or all directions, and weighing things out and trying to be just and being fair. I feel like most Libras I know, me included, that's usually our indecisiveness, is because we're worried about like all aspects. So sometimes that makes us look indecisive, but it's just because we're well, what does this person want? What does this person want? Blah, blah, blah. So my fun fact, if you're dealing with a Libra that seems to be indecisive and you're trying to get them to make a choice, if you give them like 3 things that you want out of the situation, it makes it a little easier, because then we're okay, that person wants that. What do I want out of those things? Or we can at least say, I don't want any of that, you know? So I don't know. Anyways, but sidebar, but so the 6th house rules like everyday routines or day-to-day like life. It's also health and fitness. Some of you guys could be working with someone else. Like Libra is collaborations, it's partnerships. So this is a side thing, but someone could be getting a personal trainer this month, something like that, or working with someone towards a health and fitness goal. Maybe even getting like an accountability partner or something like that. This also is Virgo energy, so lots of details and being detail oriented this month. All right, let's get you some charms. Pile 2, August. Okay, we have 2 of Pentacles. So you might have a lot on your plate, so keeping your balance this month is important. We have Temperance, so Sagittarius energy. This is also blending, so it does feel like you're going to be like compromising and blending things together that fit and work. And this is also healing energy with Temperance coming in. I have an O. We'll just keep that to the side. We have Boo, so some sort of surprise is coming in unexpected. We have this little game controller, so you could realize that you're in control of the game. You could be dealing with someone that plays games, or just someone who likes to play video games. But it does feel like you will be in control this month. We have OMG. So again, some sort of surprise. We're like, oh my gosh. And then we had love that came out with all that. So definitely love is highlighted for you this month. And spelling it out. This also could be someone telling you that they love you. It's like, I feel like, you know, the love, we didn't just get a heart. This is love spelled out. So it's like clear love being spelled out for you. Also, I feel like, I don't know why I didn't notice this. Like, we have this death card and he's cutting a cord. So there may be a need to like cut a cord on old energy that's no longer serving you, that maybe was like toxic, because we have like, you know, the devil energy being wrapped up in cords. So someone may need to do a cord cutting if someone's energy is still bringing you tears. So I don't know. I just saw that. And so that message is for somebody. All right, let's see. Pile 2. See if we can get some words for you. So we have an O, an N, an E, a U, a B, K, P, C, C, P, C, C. We have Beck. So someone could be named Beck, Beckett. Puck, maybe something about hockey, hockey puck. We have one and only. Bone, okay. A cone. I know in my love readings a lot of times I channel names. I'm not gonna do, oh, we do have Ben here as well. PC, politically correct. Neck, maybe someone's getting some kisses on the neck, or something about a neck could be important, neck bone. Pun. So be mindful of how, like, if someone was trying to be funny about something and used a different word for something, there could be some sort of misunderstanding, but it ends up being funny. Cock, all right. I meant rooster, okay. Anyways, so I'm just gonna leave that there. So those are your letters and charms. If you see, you know, other words, other names in there, feel free to take that, or if any of the charms mean something else to you, please take that. Was that all my, that's so interesting. I have no idea. Pile 1 was like 40 minutes long, which it was a very intense message though. I'm like, did I miss some cards? I used all the same amount of cards, so I have no idea. All right, you guys, just we got the years quicker. It was a little more of a lighter energy in this pile, so yay. But anyway, so there is your August predictions. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, my lovely friends. For pile 3, you picked this beautiful card, Butterfly Spirit. Transformation is beautiful. And the orange calcite heart, orange creamsicle heart, as I like to call it. So we are going over predictions for August. What can you expect in August? So let's get into that. So with the transformation is beautiful, we do have a butterfly. I don't see any chrysalises, so this could be, you know, or the cocoon. This could be you coming out of a cocoon, you kind of getting to spread your wings and fly this month. The 11th may be important as well. So August 11th, that's actually my cousin's birthday. Could be highlighted or important for this month. So let's see what we get. We're going to do a mixture of oracle cards, tarot cards, letters, and charms. So it's pretty fun reading. Both piles have been completely different. So let's see what we get, you guys. Well, I'm going to pull a couple cards at a time. Pull a couple oracle cards, and we'll go through these first and then move on. So pile 3. Pile 3. All right, let's see. So we have the captain, taking command and teamwork. So collaboration, getting together with someone. This is air sign focused of this card. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This also feels like for some of you, this could be collaboration with someone else, but others of you, this is like things fitting together in your mind, piecing things together. We have a bunch of lanterns kind of like leading the way here. So a light at the end of the tunnel kind of vibe here. The Captain. This is also you stepping into possibly a leadership role of a team. Okay. We also have the Catalyst, radical changes and taking control. What's all in here? We have a bunch of bees. Not sure what this is in the middle. And this says there's a bottle that said poison, but it's closed. And we have some letters on this card. But yeah, so radical changes. So something could be shifting and changing. We already have that transformation is beautiful. So things are shifting and changing, growing with the bees. It could be involving work. Some of you guys, this is like a work message coming right out of the gate. But in you being able to take control, like if anything has been bothering you or poisoning you, like putting a cap on that and ending some stuff that are toxic for you in your life. With this written kind of vibe here, like these writings, some of you guys could be journaling this month or getting stuff out if you can't express what you need to express to somebody else. Sometimes it's not the easiest thing, but if it is bothering you, getting it all out on a piece of paper could be very helpful for some of you as well. Possibly doing also just journal prompts or shadow work for some of you as well. And this feels like moving through this, any stagnant energy that's been holding you back. This is like the month that you're like kind of really working through all that. All right, we have the Pioneer, Prickly Rose. So so interesting, very leadership kind of vibes here going on with the Captain, the Pioneer, someone just going out there like and doing and changing and taking control. This is like feeling like very empowered kind of pile going on so far. We have Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. So you could be learning a lot of stuff, or this also feels like you taking some sort of leadership role. Again, this could be work, this could be in your friend group, this could be in a relationship, and taking like what you've learned thus far. Again, you guys are in this transformational energy. You've probably been through one phase of your life and you're moving into the next here. So, but taking that and sharing that wisdom, maybe helping some other people out, maybe showing someone else how to get through a hard time this month as well. All right, we have the 11, we have 2, so the second, this is 67, so the 6th and the 7th, I guess we could look at for the month, could be highlighted. All right, and then we have faith. So something is asking you to have faith, trust that it's all going to work out, trust that it's, if you have this, like, and this again feels very like drawn, very compelled to go out and do these things, like this is the energy of, especially if you've been like in a pause period for a long time, this is like the month that you're doing all the things, but having faith that you're being drawn to something or getting, sparks of something, and even if you can't see what it is or exactly where you're going, having faith that it's all going to work out is going to be very important this month. So if we get anything else before I move on to this. Yeah, there just feels like there's like a leadership vibe going on with you. If some of you guys had in the past have been meek and didn't speak up for yourself, this is like that transformation that's changing. It's like you're stepping into this, you're like really speaking your truth, really honoring yourself, really honoring all the knowledge that you have and really putting that into place. All right, let's see. Pile 2, August. All right. Oh, 2 more things. You guys got 3 of those. Okay. Sorry, I see pile 2, pile 3. Pile 3, August. Pile 3, August. Pile 3, August. Okay. All right, let's start with these messages of love cards. So we do have time apart. Some distance will help bring clarity. So if there's some situation or person or relationship that you are having a hard time with clarity, there may be a need for a time apart. Just taking a little bit of distance just to help you get clarity. You have support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. So if you're in need of support through something, maybe lean on some friends. This also feels like you're going to be a support system for somebody else. The way this is all playing out and the knowledge that you carry, the transformations that you've been through, I feel like you're going to be helping someone else out. So I feel like some of this is going to come through is going to be advice that you need to give to somebody else. Like if it doesn't pertain to you and you're like, oh, well, you know, I feel like I kind of already know that. If it might be here as a reminder, because you're going to have someone that coming to you because you have this knowledge base and you're like this leadership kind of vibe, and you get to share this with them. So these are like friendly reminders, you know, kind of thing. We also have vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. So there's something here that you may need to take a step back from. This also could be work. This could be, you know, again, a partnership, something like that. Looking for support and trusted people in your inner circle, but also being vulnerable and being honest about where you're coming from and what you need. You know, if you have a hard time being vulnerable, maybe take that time apart, connect with people that are aligned with you so you can get like figure out what you want to do and then be very open and honest in a relationship and vulnerable. All right, we have growth. Number 15, so the 15th popping up. So yeah, this is definitely a month of growth, a month of change, a month of transition. We have a lot of butterflies on here too. And I don't think this is your first rodeo with changes and transitions and transitional energy, but that's why you have all this wisdom. I feel like this is like the next little phase where you're like really mastering things and really stepping into your own vulnerable true self in like the highest form. Pile 3. All right, we have mirror effect. So there's a message here with this about being mindful of what the relationships around you are showing you. They may be mirroring something either that you have learned or grown, or they may be showing you something that you need to reflect on, or that you need to fix on about yourself. So pay attention to your outside world this month, because it could be showing you like something that you need to see and need to reflect on. This could happen around the 13th. And then we have arrows of love, Cupid. So some sort of love coming in, Cupid coming in, the bow and arrow, maybe being struck by love for some of you that aren't in a loving connection. It could happen quickly and fast. Others of you, you know, this feels like someone expressing love, you know, very Valentine's Day-ish. I wouldn't be surprised if someone got a card from a loved one being like, you know, like expressing themselves, honoring you, that kind of thing. Okay, let's get some more cards. Pile 2 or pile 3. Blech. Pile 3. I don't know where I'm at, guys. Okay. Pile 3. August. We'll take this one. One more. Okay. Sorry. All right, that one. Thank you. Pile 3. Is there any more? Pile 3. Okay. There's multiple cards want to come out for you guys. Not that many multiple. Goodness. All right. Pile 3. August. All right. Let's see what all we got. Wedding. Oh, okay. That's why I got confused. It's like, I thought this card came out already, but it was a card in a different deck that said marriage. Okay, so wedding. This situation involves marriage. So marriages could be highlighted this month, a commitment, something around that, something around a wedding. Maybe somebody's getting married. That's fun. Someone that you maybe could be connecting with the person that you're going to marry, something like that. Maybe talks about marriage, being vulnerable about what you want and what you believe. Maybe making a new path around traditional beliefs. Maybe some of you guys are discussing different routes as well. With that pioneer energy, feels like being a little different, doing your own thing. But yeah, just dealing with, also you could be dealing with someone else in their marriage. Again, somebody out there is definitely going to be helping a friend, like majorly. Like it's almost like I feel like somebody out there is going to be like a lifesaver. Because of everything you've been through, you're going to really help this person. All right. Next we have high honor. So there's a military vibe with this. This could be you getting some accolades, you recognition for everything that you've done. And then we also have coffin. So something is ending. Something's being put to rest. This feels like a lot of your old outdated beliefs, your old insecurities. A lot of that stuff is ending. The 19th could be important. I mean, hopefully no one's going to a funeral around then, but I don't know. That could be here as well. A lot of times in these cards, I don't remember if in this exact deck they talk about it, but a lot of like my other like Lenormand cards and stuff, this is a different card, but they talk about the coffin being like the death and rebirth cycle. So if something is ending, then something new will be beginning, kind of thing. Maybe someone has a family member that was in the military a long time ago. Maybe they'll be passing away, something like that. So I'm not trying to freak anybody out. I don't know. Also, I just saw someone doing like a eulogy at someone's wedding, or someone's funeral. Interesting. Okay. All right. We have caught a case. So, ooh. All right, guys. So take this if it fits. These are very interesting cards. I didn't know this is in here. It says sexual infection, sexual disease, or rash. So someone may be catching an itch of something. We can also just think caught a case of just something like, you know, struck by love, maybe. I don't know. Okay. And then we have creeping. So somebody could be creeping in on you, keeping an eye on you. Just be mindful about this one. Like if you are out there having fun, no judgment, just make sure you're being cautious. And then someone could be creeping, someone could be spying on you, keeping an eye on you, looking at your social media. Maybe someone that you know something about them that involves this. Maybe that's a signifier for some of you. Are like, oh yeah, I remember they this and this and this. They're creeping on you. That could just be like letting you know who this person is. I feel like that's gonna make someone laugh right now, or they know exactly what I'm talking about, even though I don't. So yeah. Okay. Interesting. Pile 3. All right, next we have turn on your heart light. Reflect on a time when you experienced love. So this does feel like it's like if you've had your heart shut off for a long time and you've been through all this transition, this phase, all this stuff, it might be time to open up your heart, turn your heart light back on, you know, and reflect on when you've experienced love. Like this feels like reflecting on the good parts of love, not the bad things you've been through, like really growing from that, and honoring your heart and where you want to go. But if you've been shut down for a long time, this feels like a nudge to open your heart back up to the possibility of love. Okay, let's get into some tarot. So August for pile 3. August for pile 3, please. August pile 3. So we have a 2 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Wands, 4 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, Five of Cups, High Priestess, 9 of Wands. Okay. It feels like there's a lot of reflecting going around or going on about some things that you've been through, some trials and tribulations, some hard times that you went through. And maybe, you know, maybe that's why some of you have your heart shut down, because you've been through it all. Maybe you've been abandoned or left behind, those kinds of things. I have a couple different messages, so I'm going to go through a couple different things here. So yeah, some of you, this feels like you reflecting on, you know, some rejections and some, you know, some things, but kind of having some realizations that it's ended up getting you to exactly where you needed to be, to realize how powerful you are, how strong you are, even if it's been really hard, to kind of realize that, you know, you can move forward, maybe slow and steady wins the race kind of vibe here, but you are like the Wheel of Fortune being here. It's like luck is on your side. Things are shifting, things are changing in your favor. Again, the Knight of I know I'm starting backwards, but I feel like this is important to talk about. The Knight of Pentacles being here, that's slow and steady wins the race. Like you're ready to move forward again, even if it's just slowly. But the Nine of Wands here, that's hard energy. That's perseverance, or yeah, perseverance. I always say that wrong, but like really moving forward, and knowing that everything you've been through has made you who you are, and like the universe recognizes that it's been really hard, but you're still standing, and not to give up. So with all that said, like I don't know, I just feel like a lot of people are reflecting where they've been, where they want to go, like looking through all the stuff, looking through all the things that maybe even they've done, like, or you've done, you regretted. Also, some of you guys, this could be someone that you're dealing with has kind of had some realizations about like their role in your story, like where they may have like done you wrong, or they have regrets around things, like realizing there's a missed opportunity here and feeling like stuck in lack. And there could be a shift in that connection for some of you. Take that for how it fits. There's very definitive kind of different scenarios. Some of this feels like self-reflection on you guys, the viewer. Others of this feels like someone else that you're dealing with is kind of having a lot of realizations about what they did, what role they played, what all the stuff that added up to get you guys to where you are now. So for some of you, this is someone from the past that you may be hearing from. I wouldn't be surprised if someone gets like a "I'm so sorry," something like that, like maybe even coming in letter form, being drawn back to that catalyst card. Okay. So it could be, yeah, hearing from somebody, and it feels like someone owning for the part that they played in all this. Though that might be nice to hear, and for some of you it might give you confirmation about some stuff, but I really feel like a lot of this pile, like the energy feels like, well, I'm moving on from that, I'm doing my thing, I'm moving forward with my own life. Like, you put me through enough, I'm not going to put myself back into that. Lots of different messages all coming up. I feel the need that somebody's intuition is really highlighted, and reconnecting with that is really important. Even though, like, especially if you've been through a period where you've been rejected or left out in the cold or felt like you weren't seen, this is really like to like take those reflections and then re-empower yourself, reconnect with your intuition, reconnect with the truth of who you are and the power that you are. And it really feels like things are moving in your favor, even though it's like you realize, like, I've been through a lot, but I'm still standing. Like, that's that Nine of Wands energy. And, you know, you may have been through stuff that you never should have been through, you know, and it might have felt unfair at the time, but here you are, you're still working, and it feels like things shifting and moving again, maybe slow, but still in a more favorable path. Let's see if I'm getting anything else. I keep wanting to say someone's dreams are going to be really important, so pay attention to your dreams this month. But I really feel like someone's hearing from somebody. And this feels very distant, like, so almost like someone that it could be from like long past, like time ago, that you could be hearing from somebody. And it feels like coming in with some sort of apology, though honestly for a lot of you guys it may be nice to hear, but I don't know if it'll affect you that much. It just feels like, okay, well, that's water under the bridge, but just to be aware of that. Anything else? All right, I think I'm going to move on to our letters and charms section. So let's do zodiac dice. So let's see. So we have Aquarius energy in the first house. So Aries, Aquarius energy, Aries energy. The letter A may be important for some of you. This also could be so first house energy is all about self. So this could be really you focusing in on yourself, honoring yourself. There's that high honor. Again, letting things that don't serve you die, per se. I feel like somebody is starting some sort of online business for themselves. Some of you guys someone could be meeting an Aries online. the reason I'm talking about all the online stuff is Aquarius rules technology. So, so I think of computers and communication that way. Someone also could be starting some sort of like humanitarian effort or doing some sort of like thing for the greater good of humanity here, and it feels like very self-focused and being propelled. It even may feel a little like all of a sudden you're like, I just have to do this. I think of Aries energy, very compulsive, you know, or impulsive kind of energy, and it's like do now, think later kind of vibe. So I feel like someone's stepping into that energy. So okay, let's get some charms. Pile 3 charms for August. All right, well, you guys got a lot. We have Cancer energy showing up, so the home also could be highlighted. We have nursing a heart, so somebody could be doing cardiology, something like that, but also someone could be nursing a heart or help nurse someone else's heart. Again, somebody's helping a friend out or someone through a tough time. We have the letter E, we'll put that to the side. We have bookworm, so curling up with a good book, but this also feels like getting more information, learning something new. For some of you guys, this could be like school, but this feels like learning information about somebody else. We have this shell. So there could be beach stuff or shell. I always think about listening to a shell when I was a kid and hearing the ocean. So listening for things, being mindful of what you're hearing. Like I'm hearing listen in between, like someone may be telling you a story, but like the truth is kind of not that they're hiding it, but listen for like the inflections, listen for there's important details like in the words someone's telling you. All right, we have this little wand, so you know, some sort of magic coming in, tink, like very godmother, bippity boppity boo, boop. Something magical could be coming in. We have this wheel here for a boat, so you're in charge here. You're at the, is it the helm? I don't know my boat terms, but you're in charge. You're taking the wheel and you're steering where you're going this month. We have a page of pentacles. Another nod to someone maybe coming in to say I'm sorry. The reason I say that is my love readings typically, that's my guide's way of showing me that someone owes someone an apology. I know it's not traditional, but there we go. Also, this could be someone making some sort of offer, like tangible offer to you or giving you a gift. We have the unicorn, so something really special and unique coming in. Again, some of the magical vibes coming in for you guys. We have the Hazma hand, so very, very protected energy. You're highly protected this month. So anything that doesn't work out that you feel was divinely guided, just let that go. We have this little fish bone. I always think of like bones and like skeletons in the closet, some sort of truth coming out. But also getting down to like the very heart of something is important, like really finding out. That's what I was talking about, like listening in between. Like someone's gonna be telling you something, listen for the cues in between. Like there's so much, like get to the base of the situation, to the bone. Keep asking and drilling down, not in a mean way, but just really find out the source of some pain. This also could be for some of you reflecting on yourself. We have laugh and sweet, so someone could have a sweet laugh. Someone with a really great laugh could be coming in. A moment of having some really intense belly laughs, connecting with someone, laughing in such a lovely way. And then we have a starfish, so I think of like wishing on a star. But with the shell and the fish, there could be, someone could just be going on a tropical trip somewhere, maybe finding love on a tropical trip, like, I don't know, I want to say like love on a cruise. I don't know. So maybe if you're going on a cruise, you might meet someone cool there. Someone pivotal, maybe their name starts with an E, with that E popping out. Oh yeah, because we also had the ship, so, oh. Doesn't really, that could be just someone taking some sort of trip, but it does feel like water related. All right, let's get you some letters, see what words we can get for you guys in pile 3. So we have E, E, O, I, gosh, lots of vowels. U, S, G, and M. We almost have miss. Someone could be missing you. I don't even know what to make with this. See, could be seeing the truth. Someone else could be seeing the truth. Gum. Something is more than it seems, for sure. Me. Gemstones. I don't know. It's a hard one. If you see someone's initials or your initials, or take that, or if you guys see some words that I missed, please take it. I keep wanting to say like Susie or Sacy or something like that. I have no idea what that's about. Maybe someone's name. I wasn't planning on channeling any names, but that kind of came up. I owe you. So maybe someone owes you something. Something's coming back around for somebody or a lot of you, where it's like this person coming back and it's like, I owe you an explanation. I owe you the reasoning. I owe you all this, you know, and I owe you some information about what happened, or my side of the story kind of thing. But like the truth of the matter coming out. Also, like usually you want to have the skeleton, but maybe not the fish, but still a skeleton. It's like a truth coming out, like a skeleton in the closet, like someone opening up and telling you the truth about something. So anyway, so there you guys go for pile 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Actually, nope. I am not done. I forgot your guys' tea leaves. I thought this went by too fast. It's like my other piles were way longer. Forgot your tea light leaves. So hopefully you're still here. Let's see, what else am I missing for pile 3? Okay, grasshopper, peacock. Okay, let's see. These are always so interesting. So let's see. We have situations in the balance that require careful handling. So there's something that you need to be very delicate about this month, have a delicate hand with. We have peacock, be aware of great pride. So be mindful of, you could be dealing with someone with great pride, or someone that's having ego issue. Maybe recognizing about that someone and not taking something personal could be important there. Also being mindful, like if, you know, I did talk about all the stuff you went through. Be mindful not to be boastful or too prideful in your delivery, because then sometimes people can't hear you. We have the throne, position of authority though. Again, you guys had so much leader vibe. Just don't let it get to your head is how I kind of feel like that is. Then we have legs, stepping into a new experience. So some of you guys could be stepping into a new position of authority. Someone could be getting like a promotion, something like that. But make sure you handle it with care, and don't let it go to your head, or don't treat people differently, you know, like we're all like, especially if you're in a team and you guys did have that teamwork kind of energy, like we're all like the sum of, you know, the weakest link, and trying to help those people instead of like bossing them, like lead by example kind of vibe, instead of from a prideful place. But you're definitely stepping into some leadership potential here, pile 3 for sure. Again, with that high honor, so definitely feels like there's just this leg up, this next move, again, transformation, moving up, those kinds of things coming in for you guys. So all right, now I'm going to end this. I mean, that didn't take that long, but there you guys go. That was still like extra information to go into our other stuff. So thank you guys so much for spending your time with me, and I hope you guys have a great August. Bye.